you fancy coming with me on a little vicarious trip to a fabric swap? A couple of weeks ago, I attended the London Fabric Swap organised by Yvette from Stash Up app and Tanya from Bornella Fabrics. I recorded a bunch of little conversations with both of them and lots of the attendees, so you can get the skinny on what it was like to organise the event and to attend and swap sewing supplies there. So please stick around a couple of minutes and we'll get fabric swapping. Welcome to Check Your Thread, the podcast that will help you sew more sustainably. My name's Zoe and I'm obsessed with sewing. I've been blogging about it for over 17 years and I'm the creator and host of the popular handmade wardrobe challenge Me Made May. But, like many people, I've become increasingly concerned about the climate and ecological crises, and I'm looking at the way that my lifestyle contributes to them. So in this podcast, I'll be nerding out about making clothes whilst exploring how to minimise the negative impact that it may have. And I really hope you'll join me in this journey. Hello, gorgeous listener. Thank you so much for pressing play on this episode and letting me accompany you on whatever you're up to today. So, Saturday just gone was International Repair Day. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen me banging on about that quite a lot. Maybe you had a chance to repair something yourself on Saturday. So I spent a chunk of it volunteering at the Brighton Repair Cafe, where I helped keep several pairs of jeans in use and out of landfill for longer. And I had some coffee and ate some biscuits. I hope that any sewing projects that you've got in the works are going well also. I've been doing some alterations on some items that I bought on Vinted. So due to weight fluctuations and lack of sewing time, I've stopped making my own jeans for a while and I started to buy a few pairs on Vinted instead. I got a couple of pairs that weren't quite right. One pair was just too long and another pair was just too tight. I really liked both of them. They were both Suzanne jeans and a total bargain. So I really wanted to make them work. So with the pair that were too long, I simply just cut off the excess length and I'm just going to allow them to fray. And the too tight pair, they were obviously a bit more tricky. So in the end, I unpicked the side seams and I inserted strips of fabric along the legs. And I also added a section into the back of the waistband as well. And then they needed rehemming as well because they're also a bit too long. So that actually took me quite a bit of time. And there was one point where I was kind of wondering if starting from scratch would have been easier. But they look really good now and they fit. So that is awesome. And it's reminded me once again that sewing really is a superpower because I would have just had to have got rid of them if I wasn't able to sew, or I'd have to have begged or paid someone to alter them for me. And in fact, I probably wouldn't have thought to do that alteration with the side strip if I hadn't been able to sew and hadn't previously done something similar. So yay, those of us who can sew, basically. So next up on my sewing table, I'm making some much needed undies for my big kid and for myself using scraps and leftovers from jersey projects. If you ever fancy sharing what you've been making, especially if there's an aspect of sustainability to the project, you can always drop me an email, zoe@checkyourthread.com, or you can message me via Instagram @checkyourthread. So huge thanks this week goes to Hannah, Emma and Gladys, who all signed up to become new patrons of the podcast. I am very grateful to you three. So there are 2 mending meetups coming up in the near future that will take place via Zoom. So if you want in on those and aren't currently a patron of Check Your Thread, you can sign up for literally any amount per month that makes sense for you. And you can do that by going to patreon.com/checkyourthread. Right, so this week's episode, sorry, not sorry, I will never stop banging on about how great fabric and sewing supplies swaps are. They're just such a great way to keep what already exists in use and prevent the need for buying new sewing supplies. If we can just redistribute what already exists, then we can reduce the demand for the production and extraction of virgin resources, and we'll also be decluttering our homes and saving ourselves money as well. They are also a lovely way to feel part of a friendly, creative community, even if you don't have sewing pals in real life. So this is not the first episode I've made about fabric sewing swaps, of course. If this topic interests you, then you can find links to the other previous 2 episodes I've made on the topic in the show notes. So this time I wanted to focus a bit more on the emotions related to a fabric stash, the good and also the negative, and also investigate the mental and emotional relationship that we have with fabric that has been acquired in different ways. I also just wanted to be nosy as well, so there's lots of just asking people what they took to the swap, what they picked up, and what they plan to do with it. As you'll hear, I also had a really interesting discussion with Tanya about how selling fabric is at odds with hosting a fabric swap, but how organising the latter is one of the ways that she chooses to offset the potential negative impacts of her business. Anyway, if you are able to attend a fabric swap or even organise one yourself, I hope that this episode gives you the motivation to make that happen. The more fabric and sewing swaps happening in the world, the better. So head to the show notes on the website checkyourthread.com. This episode is 202 if you'd like to see a few pics that I took at the event. So until next week, when I have 2 guests for you, one that you've heard from before, or one who is new to Check Your Thread, about an exciting project that they've worked on together. So take care of yourselves, take care of those around you, take care of those in the global community who need it also. View this as a friendly reminder to alter your jeans if they need it, and enjoy. Seasoned podcaster. Great. Hello, Yvette, how are you doing?
Yeah, great. Excited to see you, Zoe.
I know, I'm so happy to be there. Hello, Tanya from Bornella Fabrics, how are you?
I'm great, Zoe. Lovely to see you.
Right, so how long has this event been in the works? When was the idea born?
Oh, I don't know, like a few months ago, I think.
Yeah, before summer, I think. Yeah. And Yvette got in touch with me to ask whether it would be possible that this space would be suitable.
So is this near like where you are, or like how what is your connection to this space?
Okay, so I have a studio here at the Thameside Studios.
Cool.
I got a studio in March, I think it was now. Yeah, so I'm sort of local to this area. And then this is the education space. So this is just one unit along from my actual sort of business space. And it's a sort of communal area that you can hire out for the day. And this is what we've been.
And we're literally next to the Thames.
It's so beautiful. Like, there's been sailing boats going past. Like, it's such a nice day. We've been really lucky. I'm really grateful for Tanya helping us organise this, because it's so hard to find event spaces in London that aren't like crazy expensive, and like the whole point of this is to, you know, make fabric more affordable for people. That's one of the amazing things we can bring people by doing a swap.
Is this the first swap that you've organised?
So I've been involved in organising quite a few different swaps. I can't claim ownership of any of them, but I've helped organise quite a few. So I helped with the Olive Road London swap that Sarah organised at Craft Central. So it's really sad that that venue's not around anymore.
I know, because that was beautiful,
wasn't it? It was a beautiful venue. I loved it there. It was so nice. We've also done quite a few swaps with Surrey Sews, which is my sort of social sewing group as well. So we're going to be doing another swap in November as well, if anyone's got any more.
There's not got any fabric left, I know. Well, do you know what? I actually have bought 3 pieces of fabric, one of which I got from the one that Sarah did.
Yeah.
So, because my goal was always, if I haven't used this within the year, I'm going to bring it to the next one. However, she didn't do another one, so now it's come. Yeah. So is this the first one that you've been involved in, Tanya?
Yes. Yeah. So I've been an attendee at fabric swaps before, but I've never organised one, and it was on my bucket list of things that I would like to do as I sort of got bigger as a business, but I didn't have the confidence to do it myself. So I am not good at organising social things. It's not really my bag. So when Yvette got in touch and said, you know, would you like to do it together? It was like, definitely, because I've got the seasoned, experienced hand of Yvette, and then I've got the sort of, you know, the practical, I guess, skills and contacts to make it work.
Yeah. So what are you hoping from today's event?
Oh gosh, what am I hoping?
Not to be left with loads of fabric at the end of the day.
That would be great. I just think it'd just be lovely to make others connections with each other and with us. Just rehousing fabric and patterns and all the other bits and bobs to a good home. Yeah. Because let's face it, that's always the most sustainable thing, is to use what we already have rather than buy more or get rid of something to make way for something sustainable. Yeah. That's, you know.
So, I mean, your business is selling fabric.
Yes.
So, is that at odds with fabric swap?
Very much. And it
so
is,
how do you balance the two? How do you square the circle or whatever the term is?
Yeah. It's something I know I struggle with as a concept of having a business that creates more stuff. So this is one of the things that
it's like an offset.
In a way. So this is me putting back into the sort of sustainability pot, as it were. I always look for things in the business that I can do that will help, reduce waste or, be a bit more environmentally sort of conscious or friendly. But initiatives like this, I think, really just do help. And also it just gets us thinking a little bit more about what we actually really need, rather than just always wanting to buy new. Do we need it right now? Could we think about that purchase a bit more carefully? In a weird way, I'm talking myself out of this.
I know, but I love it.
If it makes you feel any better, Tanya, I've not seen any Bornella fabrics on the swaps table, but I have seen a few being worn. So you're sourcing fabrics that are bringing people joy and inspiring them to sew. So you're on the right track.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Excellent taste. I think it's amazing, and it's something that I definitely experience that as well. I work for a fabric company. I make a podcast that's sometimes questioning whether or not we need to buy more fabric. So it's complicated, isn't it? Life is complicated.
It is, and we can only do the best that we can do. So we can't be perfect in everything all the time,
because we've got to pay the bills and we've got to eat.
Absolutely, we do. But if we can just be a bit more conscious about what we're doing, so we just don't always make a snap decision. If we just think things through a little bit more, hopefully, it just means that all these little changes that we can make just add up to something bigger. That's always my sort of mission.
Absolutely,
is the little things that if we all make tiny little changes, or even once a week do something a little bit more sustainable, it always adds up.
Yeah, and there's a ripple effect as well, isn't there? Both within your own home and your own life, but then beyond that as well.
I think events like this are really good for being able to have fabric businesses and stuff, because sustainability is really important, but also buying fabric and getting more inspiration brings you joy, and you don't want to say well, we're going to be sustainable now and that means no joy, never ever buy anything again that makes you happy. So this kind of allows you to have those things in your life, the things that you want to buy and keep, but also to pass on in a sustainable way things that aren't bringing you joy. So I think it's really good and really important to have that opportunity.
Yeah. Because, we've talked before about people's stashes having a real emotional connection, and sometimes that emotion is not, it can feel overwhelming.
It's not a good emotion.
It's not a good emotion sometimes, it can be overwhelming. You might feel obligated to keep something that you don't want, or maybe you feel a bit guilty about having too much. So actually being able to control your fabric stash and your buying, keep on top of things, really does help.
Yeah, it's about having that movement, is it? Things coming in and things going out, not just up and piling up and then it becoming overwhelming and becoming uncomfortable. Yeah, it's about creating that flow.
Yeah, it becomes a burden rather than a source of joy, and which is what we all want. Yeah.
And this is sort of my whole remit with Stash Shop in a way. My sort of strapline is to help you fall in love with your stash, and I'm sort of banging on about that all the time in everything.
No, I love it.
And I think it's really important. I kind of low-key want to do a psychology course, so I feel I can speak on it with more authority, but it definitely...
I think you kind of are.
It feels like people's stash as a whole is dragging them down, right? And they're I feel so embarrassed about my stash, or I feel overwhelmed, or however you feel. So just encouraging people to then think about what they've got on a kind of individual basis of all the items, and if you can pass on the items in a way that doesn't feel bad, throwing them away, if you can come to a swap or even host one yourself, find a good home for those items, then you can feel better about the things that you have.
Very much. There was a lady, actually, we started off today with some stuff on the tables, because a lady came and dropped some things off at my house last night, and she messaged me in the week to say, actually, I can't make it to the swap, could you take these things, because it's becoming a real sort of sticking point in her household happiness. Okay. So, and I couldn't say no to that. So it really can sort of...
Marriages are on the line.
I know. Swapping fixes marriages.
But it's nice that, there was stuff to start off with as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want bare tables when people start walking in, do you?
No. And actually, in hindsight, because it was a happy accident that it happened for us, that we had some stuff on the tables, but actually it was perfect for when the first people came. They had something to swap with. Brilliant, yeah.
Tanya's kids have come and been very helpful with helping us get set up and welcoming people in, and I said, is this all your mum's fabric? And they were just she's got loads of fabric. It wasn't even your fabric. It wasn't even mine. They just assumed.
Right, I'm going to get involved.
Okay.
I've got fabric to put down, and I want to talk to some people, and I want to find out some of those emotions and those feelings around fabric. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Hello, Louise. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Zoe.
So, what did you bring to the fabric swap?
I brought 7 kilos of fabric, 25 metres, 17 patterns and some ribbons.
Oh my goodness. So can you show me a piece on any of these tables that was yours?
There's not a lot left, actually.
Oh, it's already been snaffled.
There's one in that lady's hand over there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Tell us about this piece of fabric.
Basically, I got it in a subscription box.
Right.
And being a redhead and it being pink,
It's not the one.
it's not for me. Yes, it's a lovely piece of fabric, but just not for me.
So what is it, cotton?
It's cotton, yes.
Yeah, so it's a floral design, kind of grey and a peachy pink.
Yes.
And how long do you think that you had it in your stash before you decided to jettison?
Probably 2-3 years.
Okay. Did you know from the beginning, as soon as you received it, that it wasn't for you?
Sort of, yes. I sort of looked at it and thought, I want to try and love it. I want to try and use it. And I want to, perhaps I can use it for a bag or something.
Yeah.
And
that didn't happen?
It never happened. So I wanted to liberate my fabric into the world, and someone else hopefully will love it.
Amazing. Are you going to take it? Are you okay if I record you? A little conversation. Let's talk to the new recipient of said piece of fabric. So, what's your name?
My name's Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. Where did you travel from today?
I biked over from Bermondsey.
Did you? How long did that take?
35 minutes.
Oh, nice.
That's all right.
Okay. It's nice. It's a nice day. It's sunny. It's not raining.
Yeah. Never been past the barrier in the Thames.
Oh, really? Ever in your life?
No, not on a bike.
So you've picked up the piece of fabric that Louise brought. What are you thinking?
It's really beautiful.
140 centimetres wide and 2.5 metres long, so you could do quite a lot with that, couldn't you?
I could.
What are you thinking?
So I normally use my clothes to make my little daughter outfits.
Yeah,
but I
cute.
think she would love this because it's got pink in it.
Yeah, and it could be suitable for a child, but it's not too kiddie either, is it?
No, she's growing up a little bit. So
How old is she?
I mean, she's only just started primary school, but she doesn't want to have the really girly things, and this would be quite classy.
Nice. So do you make a lot for your daughter?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, she likes to do it with me, so she'll make her own design.
That's very exciting. Okay.
My ambition will be not to take the 2 to 3 years it's been in the previous stash.
Okay. Did you bring any fabric today?
Yes, I bought, it's gone, but I brought a very large, bright red that I picked up at a previous swap, but I couldn't make use of, so...
How do you feel about it going back into the world?
It made me really happy to see it disappear within a couple of minutes.
Oh, it'd be cool if I could find that person and talk to them and go down the line.
Yes, do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Claire. How are you doing?
Hey, Zoe. I'm really good, thanks. Having a lovely day here with some excellent fabrics.
You've got you're clutching 3 pieces of fabric. Which ones you've picked up from the table, or are you bringing these?
These are ones I've picked up. So I've got 2 green jersey fabrics and some cuffing.
And they're all basically the same colour.
They're all basically the same.
I can definitely see that this is in your palette. These are beautiful. You're a gorgeous redhead, and these are beautiful greens. So I can see that these look stunning.
I must admit, I came with a bit of a list.
Did you? A list of what? This is very organised.
These are things that I'm allowed to walk away with. So I definitely have to put some things down before I leave.
Okay, can you please read me your list?
So my list is, I'm allowed to take any binding I like, because I do not like making binding. I can take patterns for tops that are going to use less than a metre, because I have quite a few awkward 1 metre pieces and a gap in my wardrobe for tops. I'm allowed to take Christmas scraps for a table runner, but I haven't found any bits for that yet. And then, I'm allowed to take some jersey. And I've also put plus something exceptional, so that just leaves space for finding something.
Why did you feel you needed to make a list? Did you fear coming here and just getting fabric blindness and just going mental and grabbing everything?
100%. Yeah.
It's like you know me.
Yeah, and I have put quite a bit down, so I think I brought 7 or 8 metres, which from my stash is quite a good big proportion of it.
That's a lot of fabric.
So that was good.
Yeah.
So it feels good to see that go to other homes.
Maybe about 3 metres? Or
yeah, exactly. I mean, I've definitely got some more in my bag, but you just can't see them at the moment. That's definitely in the corner of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can come back, honey. You can revise.
Exactly.
I love this list. This is very well organised. I love this. Do you have any idea of what these pieces that you've got here are going to be?
So tops. So I found that when I first started sewing, I was doing a lot of dresses, and I've realised recently I don't actually wear dresses, and so I've just got a lovely collection of like me-made dresses and nothing that I can wear day to day. Like even coming here, I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to like wear something that I've made, but the weather's not that great.
Yeah, it's a bit. It could go either way today, couldn't it? It could, one of those days, it could be really warm, or suddenly it could get really chilly.
Exactly. So I was always going to wear my jeans, but then I just had absolutely nothing to put on top. So that's the plan with these.
I love this. I love this. So the pieces that you brought, tell me about those.
Yes. So
Are any? Can you see any of them here now?
some of them have been picked up. So I brought like 2 meters of like a navy wool that was on that table, which went really quickly, which is great.
Was that a kind of like coating weight wool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But I just
Tell me about that.
I didn't have a plan.
When did you buy it? Where did you buy it? How did you feel about it? What happened?
So actually, it was a pickup from the last fabric swap I was at.
Okay.
And again, fabric blindness. I was like, this will be great. I'll make a coat. And then I just haven't made a coat. And the next fabric swap came around, and I thought, well, it hasn't been used up until now. It's probably not making it to the top of the list. I should probably just bring it back.
How was it making you feel having it in your stash?
Just a little bit guilty. I was thinking like, oh, someone else could be doing something lovely with it right now, and it's a good time of year to like hand it on so someone might be able to make a coat and get wear out of it.
We're early autumn, there's time for coat making.
Exactly. So it's nice to send it on to a home where it's going to get used and loved. But
Are there any more pieces here that were in your stash?
There's a couple of scrap bits from various projects along the way on that remnants table. It's really great that they let us bring like lengths less than a metre, because like so many fabric swaps are like, nope, 1 metre and above. So that's great. I've got some scraps there. Yeah.
So are you still on the hunt for fabric,
I shouldn't be, but I think there's potential to like swap what I've picked up if I see something else.
Well,
put down.
and the thing is, more people are arriving, aren't they?
All the time.
More fabric is going to appear. So the tables are going to be refreshed.
That's almost the problem. We can't leave. We are trapped here now.
We are trapped here.
In the best possible sense of the word.
So, do you have a sense like you're kind of sticking to a certain colour palette? You might branch out.
I mean, what's in my arms would suggest I am, but not intentionally. No, I think it's just nice to have a peruse, because like you never know what to expect with these things. People turn up with all sorts. So
I know. I'm excited. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Yeah, no, this is really lovely. Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Carolyn.
Hello, Carolyn. Thank you for letting me shove my recorder in your face.
That's all right.
So we're here at this fabric shop, and you were commenting on the Ankara African wax fabric that I am
Very
wearing,
beautiful.
and you were saying that you have something similar.
I did.
You did, and now you do again.
I do again now, yes. I bought it in Senegal about 15 years ago when I was there for work. And I think I made some curtains, and I had loads left over, and I gave it to a friend because I'd lost inspiration. And then she's like, she didn't have any inspiration, so now she's given it back. So, yeah.
How do you feel about having it back again? Does it feel like a
Well, I
burden?
just saw your top, and I'm like, that's what I'm going to do with it now.
Well, this is the Anthea blouse pattern by Anna Allen.
Okay, lovely.
Big sleeves.
Oh, does
I
it?
might prove it, and I might take my jacket
Beautiful.
off in a minute.
Yes, and I love your jacket, too.
I am obsessed with the fabrics that you are clutching, if you don't mind me having a little nose. These are gorgeous.
Yes.
So what did you bring today?
I brought, it's all a blur now. I brought a bit of like curtain fabric that's
Which
over
one of these
there.
is yours? Show
I think
me.
they're gone, you know.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting to feel like it's shifting. It's going somewhere.
So
you know,
how
with
long did
inspiration.
you have the pieces that you brought?
Oh gosh, you're going to edit my hesitations, I hope.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll make that decision closer to the time.
Yeah, if not months, years. Yeah. So it was time to go.
Okay. Oh, that's not... Okay, so months isn't long.
Months isn't long. I've been really into getting secondhand fabrics.
Where do you source your second-hand
Well, that's the thing. I find it a bit of a challenge to find secondhand. I was on Marketplace a lot, and then you go in a little picture and you go, "That's right, that looks good," and then you buy it and it's posted over to you, and when you get it in person, it's like, "Oh, that's not exactly what I had in mind."
Not quite the colour or not quite the feel.
Yeah, the thickness. So yeah, a couple of things kind of had been staying in the stash for a while. So yeah, I don't see them anymore on the table. So
Oh, that's nice. So how is it feeling having them in your stash? How did that feel when you're like, I don't think this is going to be the one? Does it feel a bit burdensome or?
Yeah, it did feel. Yeah, I think.
Is it like an emotional thing or like the physical space? Like I just want a space back.
I think it's wanting the space. I want an order. I think I think a lot of brains, or I don't know, my brain works when I have order in my office and order in my studio, and when it just feels a bit chaotic, it's counterproductive to creativity or to workflow or anything. So,
What is your ideal stash situation?
my partner got me a kind of a cabinet, and that's kind of my guideline of everything I have has to fit in the cabinet. And so that's where we're at the moment. Things are fitting in the cabinet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so a few things are in here, and this
So I'm
is just the
obsessed
right...
with these two pieces you've picked up. This is kind of, I don't even know, it's like a jacquard that's got neon pink and white, and it's divine.
Yes, it's reversible.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
So now people are telling me make a jacket, some people are telling me make a dress with some bits with the polka dots, some bits with the lines.
Amazing.
Will I wear this? It's neon pink. I'm
you can always
47
bring
years
it.
old.
Whatever. I'm about to be 46 next month. I say yes.
Okay,
And this is glorious. Talk me through this. God, you've got
this
3.5 meters of it.
I know. This will just be my partner and my son's pajamas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a lovely emerald. And it feels very soft. It feels maybe like a viscose jersey, possibly.
does,
or
yeah.
Some sort of
That's
blend.
really
Anyway,
lovely.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay. So have you jettisoned more meterage than...
No, I've given away more than I'm taking, and that feels really
Does that feel
nice.
good?
Because I've been to one of these swaps before where I've taken much more than I've given.
Oh,
so.
really? Okay, well, it can happen. So, you know what's going to happen, though? The longer you stay, the
Yes, I
tables are going
know.
to get replenished.
I know. And my friend she's all packed up. She's like, I'm done.
She's like, I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out. So I might do one last little, and then
And you're
I
not
think
tempted to go to the cafe and then come back again?
we're going to go to the cafe and we'll see how it goes. We might come back.
I'm going to go to the cafe and I'm going to come back.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So, how did the ticket sales go? Were you expecting more people in the morning or the afternoon? Did that bear fruit?
We have basically sold out of tickets, so ticket sales went really well.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we had to kind of limit the ticket sales because of the size of the venue.
Right.
Just for safety reasons. So I split the tickets into morning and afternoon just so that a good amount of people could come and swap, because I think as well people tend to sort of pick up loads of stuff and then think I can't be here anymore. So it's quite good to have. We're going to have a fresh batch of people arriving soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that'll bring in loads of more fabrics and interesting stuff. And there is an overlap between the morning and afternoon session.
kind of lunchtime. So some people will chip off to the cafe and stuff, won't they?
Yeah. So
probably?
the people that are here at the end of the morning session can get a few fresh bits in before they
that's
have to
nice.
head off.
Yeah.
So the ticket sales has gone really well, and we've had a really good turnout. A few people couldn't make it last minute, but
You're always going to get that, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what's the plan with the fabrics that are left over at the end?
So Tanya's been amazing at talking to people that run kind of community projects and workshops, and her kids' school has said they want to take some fabrics as well. So hopefully most of the fabrics left at the end will be able to rehome, and then anything that is stuff that's not suitable to donate, we are going to get fabric recycled with First Mile. So hopefully we'll be able to find a good home for everything.
Awesome. And what about the patterns and the haberdashery? Anything that's left over from those sections?
Yeah, hopefully if we can't kind of give them away to people directly, we can find kind of crafting charity shop or scrap store that we'll be able to bring stuff to so that it will get used. That's sort of the aim. But hopefully people won't hold back too much when they're picking their stuff.
Yeah. I did like, as I saw in your reminder today, that you were saying, it's okay if you don't have to take the same amount that you brought. Do you think that that's something that people were then mindful of?
I think, especially if people aren't able to bring a lot because maybe they're in the sort of beginning of their sewing journey, I think people might feel guilty about taking more than they brought because it's unfair or something. But I think we've got so much stuff, there's so much fabric in the world, and if you can use it, please take it, and that will be great, because there's obviously going to be lots of people coming who bring stuff because they want to reduce their stash, which is also perfectly valid. So just take as much as inspires you and feel you can use.
Yeah. So did you bring some stuff today?
Yeah, I brought a few things, and most of the stuff I brought I think I've actually picked up at previous swaps.
Oh, interesting. Do you feel that maybe those pieces that you picked up at swaps you have less connection with, so it's easier then to move on, or is it something about the way you acquired it that makes more sense to bring it back to a swap?
Yeah, so with buying fabric and with buying anything, I'm quite tight. Like I don't enjoy spending money.
I'm a massive underbuyer, absolutely.
So I will kind of resist buying fabrics, as much as possible because I don't want to part with the money. Whereas at a swap, if I see something and I think, oh, that's good quality, I can't believe someone's brought that to a swap, I might be more inclined to pick it up rather than I might not actually buy it full price, if that makes sense. So then in a way I've kind of acquired them less mindfully. So
interesting. Okay, so you're willing to take it maybe like a bit more of a risk because you're normally very, very considered when it does actually come to parting with your money.
Exactly. And that has worked out really well for me as well. Like, I have got stuff from swaps in the past that I have used and made really cool things with. But some of the stuff I was just like, well, this has been in my stash for a year since the previous swap, so I'll bring it along and see if somebody else is inspired by it. And then if they're not and it's left at the end, I might take my own things back home. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I have seen most of my stuff that I've brought has been picked up, which is like really nice. And so I'm really excited to see what other people make with stuff from the swap, and just the idea that someone else is feeling inspired by that is quite exciting.
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe it'd be quite cute to not only encourage people to make a note of the fabric fibre content and the width and the length, but maybe also put the Instagram handle of whoever, or the email address or something, whoever donated it. So if people did use it and then they wanted to kind of share what it became, they'd have that contact.
Yeah, so I did put my Instagram handle on some of the fabrics, so we'll see if anyone @me.
Oh, fun!
But yeah, maybe we should tell people to do that in the future. But people have been so good at labelling their fabrics and bundling them up, and it does keep the swap so much neater, and I think it helps people
it looks good,
know what they're getting as well.
Yeah, I was panic doing that this morning, trying to teach my kids how to measure fabric. Okay, well, I'm going to talk to you again this afternoon. We can see what happens.
Yeah, see if I picked up any fabrics. I've resisted so far.
Has anything caught your eye?
Oh, yes. I mean, this viscose here that's like navy background, orange green.
Why is that not already in your hands?
Oh, the colours are just calling to me so hard, but I've got so much viscose. I hate cutting viscose. Actually not that as much of a fan of wearing viscose as I am with cotton. So going to try and be mindful, but if it's left at the end, that's coming home with me. That's not getting recycled.
Put it out to the fates.
Yeah. This is how I feel about buying fabric as well. I'm like, oh, I really like that fabric. I'm going to put it on my wish list because obviously I can't be parting with the money. And then it gets sold out instantly, and I'm just like, it wasn't meant to be.
No, I believe in that because there is always more fabric.
Yeah. Well, this is another reason why I'm trying not to pick up too much fabric, because I've got a vintage parcel waiting for me at home, which is a fabric that I bought, and I saw it online years ago and was like, love this, but I don't know what I'd make. Then I saw it on Vinted and I was like, it's come back for me.
Can you buy fabric on Vinted?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
You'll be down that rabbit hole now.
Oh no, the second I put this microphone down.
It's so algorithmy as well, browsing Vinted, it knows what you like. And
it's very algorithmy.
It'll tell you.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, thank you. Chat later.
Yep, see you in a bit.
Hello, Mel Keane. How are you doing? Previous guest of the podcast. How are you doing?
Yes, really well, actually. Thank you. It's lovely to see you here, Zoe.
Yeah,
in real life again.
Yeah, and I'll see you again next month at the Knitting and Stitching Show.
I am so looking forward to it.
Are you going to be there all 4 days?
I am going to be there all 4 days.
I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday, so I'll definitely see you.
Yeah.
So we're here at the fabric swap here today in London. Did you bring any fabric today?
I did. I bought 3 or 4 bits, and I believe they've all gone.
Oh, really? What pieces did you bring, and how long have you had them?
Well, I bought some black cotton twill, which I've had for about 18 months.
Right, okay, not long.
And I brought it out to sew with, but then it just picks up all the hairs, all the fluff, and I just thought, if I make something with it, am I going to wear it?
You're just going to be doing the lint roller the whole time?
Yeah. But there's someone out there who obviously
doesn't have a cat or whatever, yeah.
What was the other bit I bought? A bit of viscose in orange, and I'm not sure that suits me. That has gone as well. And then I bought some patchwork things. So.
Because you run swaps yourself, don't you? And you also run classes. I'm amazed you had anything to give. Surely you're kind of passing things on a lot.
Well, I am, but I was coming to a swap, so I had to bring something.
It's like currency, isn't it? Have you taken anything?
I have, actually, because in our sophisticated event, which is our fundraising event for the Sewing Project, we're giving out goodie bags. And so I'm going to put a fat quarter in each of the goodie bags.
Nice.
And I haven't got them all from here. I've been collecting them all year.
Yeah. Oh, Oh, lovely. That's nice. And you've got a fabric swap yourself coming up, is that right? That you're organising?
We have, yes.
Tell us about that for people that might want to attend.
Okay, it's on the 8th of November in Woking. So that's a main line station straight into London. And we usually have about 50 or 60 people, but it's more than just a swap. So you come along and do the regular, pick one up, take one. In fact, we don't have any rules about how much you bring or how much you take. But then we also have an area where you have tea, coffee, cakes and biscuits and things. So it's a chance for people to get together, get to know people in their area, which is what our group is all about. It's about community, fundraising and fun.
Lovely. I will put a link in the show notes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So you are bestowing fabric into the room.
I am.
So where'd they come from?
They come from my girlfriend's stash. She's had years of accumulating. We basically did a clear out and there were 3 sacks of remnants and 2 massive sacks of spare fabric.
Basically, I just spotted like the fabric Santa here, bestowing fabric into the room.
The beard that gave it away.
So, are you excited to get this out of your home?
It's actually her home. I didn't mind, but she's very excited. I think it gives her an excuse to get more next couple of weeks at the sewing show.
Sewing show.
Oh,
so
the knitting and stitching. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
What day are you going to be there?
Saturday and Sunday.
Me too.
Oh, good.
I'll help you restash.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
I need that.
So tell me about these pieces of fabric. Where did they come from? How long have you had them?
Some of them a really long time. So I
Can I
got
have
these ones when I
this?
first started. I don't know, I just never got around to sewing them and now it's winter, so...
And you just feel ready to go.
Yeah, ready to
Want
go.
the space?
He did say on the way here, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I was like, "I'm sure."
You look very gleeful. Given that you look like it doesn't look pained.
No, it's fine. I've stared at them long enough and been like, "I'm sure."
Okay, I love this for you.
Yeah.
Have you got your eyes on bits of fabric that you want to get at the knitting and stitching show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to me.
That's okay. Okay.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Erica.
Hello, Erica. And how did you find out about the fabric swap?
I actually heard about it on Check Your Thread, so
Yay!
thank you.
and you live nearby?
Yes, yeah, really nearby, like a bus ride away. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
Fantastic.
great.
So did you bring any fabric to the fabric
I did,
swap?
yes. I brought a few small bits. I didn't have a massive amount of like big fabric scraps, but I brought a load of patterns and some vintage sewing magazines and stuff that a friend had given me probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
She got given loads from someone, I guess someone died, and they got given like a whole room full of stuff. She was like, "Do you want any?" I took a load, and they've literally sat on my shelf for like 8 years, and like I'm not even opening them.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept a couple and thought, bring them somewhere where people
How did it
actually
feel
like them.
to get rid of them?
Nice. But also nice that, they're going to someone that might actually enjoy them.
Yes, rather than putting them in a charity shop and it's a real lottery, isn't it?
Yeah,
Somebody
exactly.
who's into sewing will discover them.
Yeah, totally.
So what did you pick up?
I have picked up apparently some of your fabric.
Yes! So I bought 3 pieces of fabric, and this is some quite wild swimsuit or dance lycra that I got from a fabric swap
okay.
that I hosted years ago, and I think I made my big kid a part of a swimsuit.
Yeah.
And I paired it with some navy, and then and I was like, I'm not going to use it again because I already feel like you've used it, So,
well, this is the discussion I was having with my friends, that actually there's not necessarily, there's quite a bit here, but you could also just pair it with navy and it would go a lot further.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough for a swimsuit. So. Will you please, no pressure, but if you do make something from it, will you please send me a picture?
Absolutely.
Yay! Exciting. What else did you get today?
I've also got some white denim. So last time I went to a fabric swap, I got some darker denim and made a denim jacket, and it was so lovely to sew with. It's like, I want to do some more with denim. So I have some white denim, which I'm not sure about the white. I might dye it. But yeah.
World of possibilities.
Yeah, exactly. There's enough there, so I have options. And I also have some, I don't know what fabric this is, maybe viscose?
It looks like a viscose, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sort of a quite bright floral print. There's quite a lot of this. I think there's a good,
I feel that's going to be really good colour.
3 metres.
Yeah, like that coral.
I've got a jumpsuit that I want to make out of linen, but I haven't decided what I want to make. So this is going to be like a wearable toil.
Love it. Oh, amazing. Are you going to go back in, or are you done?
Yes, no, we're going to having some food and then we're going to go for round 2.
See you in a bit then.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for talking to me.
Nice to see you.
Absolutely.
Hello, Claire, OG sewing blogger.
Oh, hello, Zoe, also OG sewing blogger.
I know. Very O. Feeling very O these days. How long have I known you?
It's got to be is it 12 to 15 odd years, maybe? It feels like it's like really early days of like when everyone was on like blogger.com and on blogspot.com.
I still am.
Yeah.
So we've been going to sewing meetups and sewing events and fabric shopping events for like a long
over a
time.
decade.
It's got to be at least 15 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, that said, what did you bring today?
Today, I bought only 3 pieces of fabric because I have been fortunate enough to destash some at previous
I feel like
events.
you're always destashing.
I am, but I'm trying to not accumulate so many new things now. I'm trying to actually use all the beautiful things that I own. So I brought 1 metre of like a polar fleece, which is like a knit on one side, another like 1.5 metres of another like black polar fleece, but not a knitty one. And then I had about 2.5 metres of this white rayon viscose, which had a beautiful sort of like bright, tiny ditzy floral print on it. That, again, I've had in my stash for a couple of years and never used it. It needs to go to someone else.
Did you have plans for them when you bought them?
So the polar fleeces, I actually used them to make little tablet, iPad, laptop stands. So they're squishy, easy to throw in the wash, sit on your lap, so you're browsing in the evening. And the other one was for a dress that never materialised. I made the toile, didn't like the toile, and then it just sat on the side unused, and then I changed my mind, my tastes changed. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's not me anymore, that's all. Yeah.
And you felt okay about letting it go?
Yes. Nisa could be free and go out into the wild for
Is
another
it still here?
Up.
Has it been taken?
I can't see it here, so it has flown to its new home, which is fantastic. I did also bring tons of cotton reel spools that I was never going to use. I bought, someone was selling a few years ago, tons of thread on eBay, and it was all mixtures of like, I use polyester thread mainly and cotton, and I separated out the cotton. I thought, I'm never going to use them, someone else will. So loads of those have gone. I bought a craft light that still works. I can see it, no one's picked it up, but it's there. I bought some like quilting little seam allowance adding circle things. I never got the hang of. I thought someone else might.
I've never got the hang of those.
No, they were used. I've seen lots of quilters do use them to like add 1/4 inch on the edge of things, and some buttons.
What have you taken? Anything?
Oh yes, so I have a lovely pattern. I have got a McCall's M8104, which handily was in my wish list on my stash out.
No, you're joking.
So that was on my wish list. I wanted to make that.
That's beautiful. It's like a tea dress, very pretty.
Yeah, and I've got 3.45, because someone's handily measured it, metres of a plain solid cotton lycra jersey t-shirty fabric. So I'm going to make a nice little like vesty summer top. And then my lovely friend Alison, she wants the other part, so I'm going to cut out my vest and then I'm going to give her the other half.
That.
So like 2 people will benefit from 1 person's donation.
I love it. And if there's anything left, you can bring it to another swap.
Exactly. That's what I always say. If you're not sure, just bring it back.
Love it. Oh, it's so nice to see you.
See you too, honey.
No, it's been so long. Awesome. Well, I'll see you at the next one.
Yes, and I'll bring more brownies.
It's your calling card.
Yes. Baked goods.
There we go. So what? Hello, Tanya.
Hello.
What time are we at now? So
Okay,
we're into the second round, aren't we?
Yeah, so we are about an hour to go now, I think.
You must be flagging at this point, no?
No, I feel a lot of energy. Do you know what? I think the adrenaline gets you through events like this, and then the moment they stop, and then you crash. So I'm more than happy. I'm fine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How do you think it's gone?
I think so far so good. Yeah. We've had lots of. It was really nice when the swap happened. Like what am I trying to say? Yeah, you can tell I'm flagging now, right? We had a time 2 time tickets, and there was an hour where there was a crossover between the 2.
Did it get quite busy then? Because I ran away at that point. Went to the cafe.
Yeah, it did get quite busy, but not overwhelmingly so. And actually, I think that was really more energising, if anything, just because there were lots of fresh faces, fresh fabrics, fresh things to swap. And so then you found a lot of people coming back round for the second time because they didn't want to miss out. So it's been all right, and it's still going strong. So I'm delighted with how it's gone.
It's been great.
Yeah,
and actually, it doesn't look like an overwhelming amount of fabric currently.
No, I didn't know how much we would have at the end. I had everything from worst case scenario that everyone brought their stash and didn't want to take anything, because most people say I'm bringing stuff and I'm going to leave with less. I'm going to leave with less, and that's fine. That's obviously totally fine. But obviously, if everybody does that, then that
that doesn't add up.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, I think there's a fair amount that's left. We've still got time to go, so I imagine it will carry on.
Have you seen some people take more than they brought?
Yes. Yeah, a few people. And actually we had, what gives me great joy is there have been a few business owners or people that have studios or connections to the studios that came, that they weren't necessarily in the sewing community, but they did do a little bit on the side, and they found out through word of mouth that it was on, and they've come and brought things away. So there's a cafe owner that's got the Ethiopian cafe. She was like, this is such a great idea. I've got some, she had beautiful fabrics that she'd chosen, and she took them so she
What's she going to do with them?
She's going to make, so she, I think is Ethiopian, so she's going to make some traditional sort of African style dresses, and the fabrics she chose were beautiful. They were so colourful and lovely. Yeah.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Have there been any surprises? Anything you're unexpected about today?
No, apart from my children behaving themselves for the most part, which I think is the most surprise. I think it's pretty much what I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm always surprised that people turn up to these things, because if I plan it, you know, I do.
Is it
you know,
real? It came out of my head. Is it real?
Yeah. Will people turn up to something that I thought was a good idea? You know, so yeah, the fact that people are here is probably the most surprising thing of all.
Even though they booked the tickets, so
I know. Exactly. So,
do you know who maybe has come the furthest?
There's a lady who has come from Southampton.
Right.
We are in London, so she said it took her 3 hours. She is with a small child. I dread to think. Well done for her. She's my hero today. That's, I think, the furthest. I think quite a few people have had a journey of over 2 hours, which again really surprises me, that the commitment that people have made to their swapping, their sewing and their stash, churning through their stash and getting something that works for them. So it's great. Again, you know, I only live 5 minutes down the road, because, you know, this is where my business is, and I genuinely thought no one would come further than me. So yeah, but a lot of people come from Surrey, from the surrounding towns, Kent. Yeah, I'm amazed. Sussex, of course. You're Hove, aren't you?
Portslade. Yeah, next to Hove.
Okay. Yeah. So you've had a journey as well.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh,
you can do it again?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have said, you know, when is the next one? And it would be great to do it as a regular thing.
Yeah.
I think the not knowing was the thing that always put me off, and it was having an event like this was genuinely on my bucket list. I really wanted to do it. I just didn't have the confidence. Like I say, I genuinely just thought people won't turn up, you know, and then you've spent all this time and energy and effort, and the fact that they're here and they're doing it and they're really wanting to do it again, and people have already asked when's the next one, so I'm sure we'll do another one.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's been amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Really,
thank you so much for coming.
Oh, no, pleasure.
And with family, so, you know, commitment.
Thank you, well done.
Oh, thank you, Zoe.
Thanks so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode and are left feeling inspired. For more info about the podcast, including show notes for this and every episode, head to checkyourthread.com. I'd love to hear from you, so if you have any comments, questions or ideas for future episodes, please get in touch by emailing zoe@checkyourthread.com or find me on Instagram @checkyourthread. Massive thanks to Patrick Potter for production support, to Sylvia Seller for the awesome logo design, and to Simon at Palm Skin Productions for the music. This ad-free podcast would not be possible without listener support, so if you feel you are able, please consider signing up to the Check Your Thread Patreon. For the equivalent of buying me a coffee each month, you'll be making it possible to continue producing regular episodes. Links can be found in the show notes and on the website checkyourthread.com. I hope you'll listen again next week. Until then, take care. Bye!